Consumers desire to purchase goods and services and his willingness to pay price for a particular good and service. But holding other things remains constant. This is the definition of demand, and in my today's lecture, I will explain the concept of demand, law of demand, and factors which may affect the demand. Demand refers to desire to buy goods and services, and it refers to willingness to pay price or willingness to spend money over purchasing of goods and services. But the important thing is that it should be backed with the sufficient purchasing power. Okay, this is called demand. Once again, I am telling you the definition for the demand. Demand refers to desire to buy and willingness to spend money for goods and services backed with sufficient purchasing power. Demand and desire, these two things are quite different in our economic concept. As desire, I can desire anything, but it is not necessary that it is backed with my purchasing power. Like I want to purchase, or I want to live in a Taj Mahal, that is a desire. Or I want to live in a castle, or I want to live in a White House, that is a desire for me. Okay, so for a particular person, desire can be anything, and desire is not backed with sufficient purchasing power. But whatever the demand is related with our that type of desires or our willingness, which is backed with the sufficient purchasing power which we can purchase. Okay, so desire, it means to buy a Taj Mahal, or to buy a castle, or to buy a palace. Okay, that is called our desire. And demand, to buy a house, which is in your purchasing power. You can purchase that type of house. This is the difference in between desire and demand. Desire and demand.
Demand refers to quantities which is possible for a consumer when he is ready to buy at different possible prices. Quantity demanded refers to a specific quantity which is demanded at a specific price of a commodity.
Individual demand schedule means demand schedule of an individual buyer, and market demand schedule means demand schedule for a commodity of all the buyers present in the market. Next, the tabular presentation or example for demand schedule or schedule. The first one is individual demand schedule, and here I have shown different possible prices. Price can vary on the and the price of the commodity depends on different kind of factors. So we are not assuming the price as constant. Price can change. Okay, the price is rupees 1 per unit, rupees 2 per unit, rupees 3 per unit, and rupees 4 per unit. At these different prices, what quantities are to be purchased by an individual buyer? At rupees 1 per unit, the buyer is ready to purchase 8 units. But as the price increases, the consumer will reduce his consumption because of limited income. So if the price increases by rupees 2 per unit, the consumer will reduce his quantity to be purchased, and the quantity to be purchased is 6 units. At rupees 3, the demand or the quantity to be purchased is 4, and at 4 rupees, the quantity demanded is 2. This is whole tabular presentation is called demand schedule, or it is called demand for a commodity by an individual. Okay. But what is quantity demanded, which I told you earlier? Quantity demanded, it means the quantity which a consumer is ready to purchase at a specific price. For example, at rupees 1 per unit price, consumer is ready to purchase unit 8. 8 units he is ready to purchase. Then it is called, this combination is called the individual, this is called quantity demand. And the whole demand schedule is called demand. At rupees 1, rupees 2, rupees 3 and rupees 4, these all are prices, and at these prices how many units of a commodity is ready to be purchased by the consumer, this is called demand. And what is quantity demanded? Quantity demanded, for example, at rupees 3, how much unit of commodity X consumer can ready to buy? It is unit 4. He can purchase 4 units. This is called quantity demand for price 3. Okay. And what is market demand? Assume that there are two consumers or two buyers in the economy, and these buyers are purchasing same quantity, that is quantity X, the unit commodity X. Price I have taken the same, just like previous, rupees 1 per unit, rupees 2 per unit, rupees 3 per unit and rupees 4 per unit. And quantities purchased or willing to purchase by consumer A, and this is the demand for consumer B. This is A's quantity to be purchased against these prices, and this is B's quantity to be purchased against these prices. Okay. What is the A's demand or A's quantity? At rupees 1, this is 8. At rupees 2, 6. At rupees 3 price, it is 4. At rupees 4, it is 2. And for B, I have taken different numbers. You can assume your own numbers. This is 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. So, here this one is A's demand and this one is B's demand. What is called market demand? Market demand is the addition of the demand for all the consumers in the market. A's demand, B's demand, if we will add both these demand, we will get market demand. 8 plus 5, 13, 6 plus 4, 10, 4 plus 3, 7, 2 plus 2, that is 4. So, this is the market demand, and market demand is the addition of individual demand schedules or individual demand for all the consumers.